If you love train travel, hit that subscribe button. We upload at least once a week, and this way you won't miss any of our content. You can also join our community on Patreon. Your support gives you access to cool features such as early video releases. And finally, follow us on our social media, Instagram and TikTok. Hey everyone, it's me, Tom, enjoying my new home in Chicago. Today I decided to check out Chinatown. It's a nice area, but what I really love about Chinatown is this beautiful park right on the river. What's that bridge back there? That is actually a railroad bridge, and I happened to catch Amtrak's Cardinal and Pere Marquette going over it. Now the Cardinal had a private car attached to it. Of course, the Cardinal connects Chicago to New York City through Indianapolis, the state of Virginia, Washington, D.C., and the Northeast Corridor. It's always special to see one of those heritage cars as part of an Amtrak consist. What are private cars exactly? Well, some people or companies own train cars, and they can actually pay Amtrak to haul their private cars across the country as part of an Amtrak train. Now, of course, this is very expensive to do and it requires an annual fee, but then again, these people own private train cars, so I'm sure those fees aren't much of a problem. Can you imagine traveling in a rail car that you own yourself? The bridge we're currently looking at is the Canal Street Bridge, built in 1915 by the Pennsylvania Railroad. It still opens and closes regularly every day. This is honestly a great place for rail fanning. Not only is the picture with the river and the old drawbridge beautiful, there's a railroad crossing which will warn you ahead of time if the train's coming. Most Amtrak trains that go south from Union Station into Indiana will come by here, as well as Metra's Heritage Corridor and Southwest service. So if you're ever in Chicago, check this place out. Other trains that you can see on the bridge are Amtrak trains without passengers aboard headed into the yard just south of Union Station. They perform a switchback maneuver on the bridge, including this train we saw, which had one of the brand new ALC 42 Charger locomotives. Now, in the future, these may be the only Amtrak trains that we see on this line. Amtrak is looking to move its trains off of the busy Norfolk Southern Chicago line in Indiana, and has proposed to use the South Shore line, now known for its electric commuter trains, as an alternative route. Trains headed towards the South Shore line would leave the current line before the drawbridge, and therefore the only trains that would still be running over this old drawbridge would be trains backing into the yard like the one we see here. As we got up to leave the park, I considered myself really lucky to be able to catch this Canadian National freight train with the locomotive still in the Illinois Central livery. I'd find out later that maybe I wasn't so lucky. So this park is smushed between the river and some Canadian National tracks, and if you're lucky, you might see a train on those tracks too. Ironically, I was about to head home, and now it kind of looks like we're stuck. Yeah, according to the map, there really is no way out of here. Fortunately, after a few minutes, the train slowly began to move forward. Only to stop again just a few feet later. Round 2. And it would stay here for 45 minutes, cutting off the park from the rest of the city. So rail fanning here does have a few risks. Mostly, make sure if you come here that you have your schedule cleared for the rest of the day, because we've been here going on 20 minutes. Pretty soon there were some dumb people climbing over or crawling under the train. This is so dangerous. What if the train starts moving, or if there's a train on the other track? There were some police officers by us, but they didn't do much. I felt especially bad for this dog. His leash got stuck for a moment. Nearly had a heart attack because that dog's leash got stuck to the train. There's been maybe like 10 people that have gone over or under the train. As sucky as this is, that is so extremely dangerous. What if it starts moving? Kind of surprised the cop back here didn't say anything. Never ever do that. Thankfully, the cute dog is unharmed. Taking the opportunity to go for a walk. Look at that gorgeous view. You can't really see it, but back there on that bridge, Amtrak's Lincoln service to St. Louis just crossed. So perhaps the freight train is waiting for that train to clear. I think it could have gone first, but I am very glad that passenger rail is getting priority.
We just wanted to picture about
So while the train curves here, the park also ends here with a fence. Now by the time we walk back to that crossing, maybe it'll be gone. Major.
Oh, my lucky bamboo.
That's a cute bamboo. Where'd you get that?
Store.
There are some really cool stores and restaurants in Chinatown. The train hadn't completely cleared the crossing yet, so we stopped to read a little bit about Ping Tom, the man after whom this park was named. Gonna try to end the video one more time. We got more than we bargained for, but it's honestly kind of been a fun experience. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome for more train related content like this, including trip reports aboard the Amtrak trains that we just saw. We'll see you next time. All in all, that railroad crossing was closed for about 45 minutes. It was very annoying, of course, but I have to add the following caveats. I like my freight transported by train, and I like my freight trains to wait for passenger trains. So you win some, you lose some.